My name's Perrot, from Salt Lake City, Utah.
My name is Sara, and I'm from Lexington, Kentucky.
I'm Aldrich. I'm from Southern California.
I've been flying for 5 years now.
So I've been flying hang gliders for just over 11 years now.
8 years.
I fly hang gliding competitions, not so much for the competition, but just for the atmosphere, you know. To me, it's really more like a week-long fly-in with all your buddies where someone tells you where to go every day.
Oh yeah, I'm flying in Big Springs. You know, probably the biggest reason is just to get good flights. You can really push yourself, and you know, there's just a big group of people, and I mean, the chances of leaving here with a record are pretty high. So, you know, there's a lot to big cross-country flying, and I don't know, there's everybody here. You can learn from them, and just, I don't know, you get that group mentality, and you get up with 10 of your friends, and you go and have good flights.
There are several reasons. The first is absolutely 100% the hang gliding community. Every time you show up to a competition, there are just like 200 people that you know and love, and everybody's psyched on flying, and just being around so much energy like makes you really happy. And additionally, I'm kind of a competitive person, and this like really lets me like let out that competitive energy. It's a good outlet, and it's a lot of fun being up there. It's really relaxing. Even though you're competing, you're just like, this is really cool.
I don't have a lot of experience in competitions, or really that much experience cross-country flying, so you know, sport class is just way more accessible, and it'd be more fun for me. Fly, you know, an easier to fly glider, something I'm comfortable with, and a little bit easier tasks, and you know, that's why I'm flying sport class.
I fly in the sport class because I take a lot of time off of hang gliding. I haven't flown since like West Air Nationals in April. So I progress a lot slower than most pilots who are really involved in the community. So I'm just taking my time. You know, the sport class and king posted gliders offer a higher safety margin, and I'm just taking advantage of that while I get better. Ultimately, I would love to be in the open class, but just taking it really slow to get there because I've got my whole life ahead of me.
The first two competitions I flew in the open class, and then kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from hang gliding, and I sort of realized that, you know, I was really just having the most fun when I was flying, you know, sport class gliders, and not worried so much about all-out performance. And so I really had more fun that way. So to me, you know, it's all about, you know, how are you going to have the most fun with your time out here? And to me, that was, you know, the sport class format.
So personal goals, mainly just related to having good flights. Not even necessarily big numbers, just, I mean, big numbers would be nice, you know, record flight, but it's really just to have good flights, good XC. Actually never flown in Texas, so definitely set a Texas record for myself.
My goals for this event are just to try to enjoy flying every day. You know, it would be really nice to, you know, come in smoking one day into goal, you know, faster than everybody else, but you know, ultimately, like I said, you know, it's just a flying with all your buddies, and I think what I look forward to most really is the dinners at the Mexican restaurant afterwards, where everyone is just, you know, drinking margaritas and, you know, sharing these great stories about their awesome flights that they had.
My number one goal, as always, is just to stay happy, stay positive all week long. These weeks are very mentally exhausting. It's just extremely tiring to be flying long distances day after day. And because I'm so competitive, sometimes I struggle with like not letting the competitiveness get the best of me, and just like enjoying being up there and enjoying meeting personal goals and stuff like that. So that's always my number one goal.
The sport class format is just a simplified version of the open class format, and what's great about that is there's already so much going on with towing, and, you know, getting your instrument programmed, and the waypoints, and using your instrument correctly, and getting in the air, and, you know, and then just flying, that you know, there's already so much going on that, you know, by simplifying the open class format, it just makes it a lot more fun, easier and more fun and more accessible. I
really like the sport class format. I think it's like really welcoming to new pilots, especially here in the United States. The open class pilots really go out of their way to help us learn and to grow. They help us with all of our gear, because you've got your Vario, you've got your GPS, you've got your radio, your headset, all of this gear that like a lot of people have never used before. And so the open class pilots are like helping you out. You've got more accessible distances and goals. So you're finding a lot of success under a king post, rather than just like, oh, the task is 200 miles today. And we're like, well, that's gonna be really, really difficult for us. But we actually have like accessible goals for flying under a king post. So yeah.
If you've never flown in a competition, it's really exciting. Watching all those planes take off, going up with all the people. I don't know, it's a really cool part of hang gliding, and it's kind of a small part of hang gliding, but you know, being here and getting to see it is really exciting.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, the competition scene can, you know, maybe seem kind of intimidating to a lot of people, or maybe a lot of people just, you know, a lot of pilots would never even think about it. And, you know, to them, like I said, you know, it's just like a week-long flying with your buddies. So, you know, just come out and just try it, you know, and I mean, you know, there's such a great adventure to be had, you know, every time we do one of these.
It's gonna be the coolest group of people that you've ever met. That's just like the #1 thing, is the people that you meet are just gonna make you so happy. It's such a release from like work or school or whatever you're doing. Like, this is the place to just like relax. It's fun.